Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And this is Battlestar Galactica. I believe this is season 4, episode 5 finally. And we're moving on in the story. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
A lot. Tyrell with the funeral.
Demoted.
Got
Specialist
demoted. He's leaving.
Ty's traumatized.
He's leaving Galactica. So I'm really curious to see how that develops.
Ty is traumatized. And we're going to be starting. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be beginning in 3, 2.
I'm hoping. I feel like we're gonna see more of Starbuck and Anders because that's how last episode ended, right? Was Anders just like staring at Starbuck asleep?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she did say that whole, if you're a Cylon, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, so we'll see. I still think Tyrell's going to be the one to break and like tell the truth.
I'm still convinced Starbuck is a Cylon.
You been getting any sleep?
I don't know, not much.
Sit with us.
That looks mad comfy.
His outfit? Yeah, it's probably like space.
Wow, he's got a lot of people in there. Packed house.
Hear the microphone?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the gods cannot be blamed for not coming to your aid. It's not because they weren't listening.
Because they're not real.
Yeah.
They're not real.
It's because they don't exist. Persecuted.
Tyrell?
Looks like it.
Ooh, shaped head.
I received nothing in response.
He's like, nope. Put back Walter.
I could have lived to give. And most importantly, I began.
There's room difference.
The radio sounds like the Fallout recording.
It does.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Third time's the charm? And you just went along with it?
Everyone's terrified. She's crazy.
Starbuck's pushing our go-back deadline to the last second. She's afraid of what Adam was gonna say. And he realized her vision was just a pipe dream.
I feel like they're gonna find it.
2 more days and we're back with the fleet. Okay? Until then, everyone just shut up and do your job.
Why is Hilo so
I
good?
fucking love Hilo. Consistently such a great character. That was such a dad moment. You're fucking complaining and shut up.
Starbuck, Draina's contact.
Is it damaged?
Son of a bitch, I knew it.
Why is it on fire?
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it from the group?
No, I think it's from
The battle.
Yeah. The group that got ambushed.
Talk to me, shoot me, do something.
Like the Sixes.
Yeah, probably.
I was thinking it's the one that she was following and through the planet thing.
Oh.
Your idea sounds better though. Oh,
It's Leo Ben.
I have you to offer a truce between Cylon and human. And a chance for you to complete your journey.
what?
The fuck?
Bro, she's got to be a Cylon because remember she also like, in what was it season 1? Popped inside that Raider and flew it.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I feel like I feel like Mikey had said that, or were you?
Someone named Mike.
Yeah.
Wow, what an easy way to just blanket statement. 75% of the things said on this channel.
Wow.
Someone not named Joe said that. There you go.
It's like I knew you were out there.
Would it be awkward if he kissed her in front of her, Anders?
Yes.
I'm the same person.
I have eyes I can see. God has taken your hand and purged you of the questions, the doubt. Your journey can finally begin.
Oh.
Huh.
A blue planet. Surrounded by clouds.
You need to go to her, Kara. The hybrid. She'll tell you things. Amazing things.
We're done here. Get him out of here.
Wait! Take him to my quarters.
Oh.
Honestly, if you need somebody to hold him down, you just use Athena instead of everybody with guns. She got the same strength as him, doesn't she?
Scene of the crime.
It may never make any sense.
Kelly was on moxapan and cosabine. Antidepressants. How does she go from antidepressants to suicide? She never would have left Nikki behind.
Galen, you have to let it go.
No, I gotta figure out what happened.
What if she knew? Maybe she sensed it. Maybe she was your wife.
Maybe she was afraid of you. Maybe it was God's will. We don't know why these things happen.
God's will.
Mm-hmm. Good
God
catch.
has.
Listen to Baltar.
We can still change.
You spend way too much time with Baltar.
I love Tyrell.
He's an everyman.
Guess I'll talk to him.
Oh, this might be weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah. Yep.
Hey. Get the hell away.
Sam, what the? Sam, stop it!
What is wrong with you? Maurice, in here now.
Let's see why she's not fond of you, Yeesh.
The Cylons, they understand about Earth.
And you believe him. After everything he's done to you.
That's what I don't understand.
What is the most basic article of faith? That this is not all that we are.
Whew, he did the thing again. The double talk.
I think he knows.
Seabrook's rule. I saw a couple games. You were good. You were just waiting for your singular moment of clarity. Maybe I just found it.
Does he know?
I feel like he knows.
Dies with me. War is broken up between the silent. Battle lines have been drawn between those who embrace their nature and those who fear it. That's one way. That's one way. There's another. Alliance. Together, we will find Earth.
I feel like no deal on that.
I know. Like, did they forget that they genocided the human race?
That's what I don't understand. Like that.
Baltar's gonna become president again. That's my bet.
Forces with the fleet.
Right.
It's true.
It's pretty big if it is.
We gotta do something before she takes us all down with her.
Are you talking mutiny? You want to tear this ship apart, then keep riling up the crew, making your crazy Starbuck cracks. Otherwise, I suggest you both shut the frack up.
As soon as we can work through the jump coordinates from Leoben's radar, we go.
Sorry, fans, there was a spider.
All of our Spider fans just unsubscribed. Tyrell!
You think he's gonna become a real believer in Baltar?
That's why he shaved his head, dude.
Kinda like him shaved.
New hair, who does?
Can you believe these people are actually buying into Baltar's crap? We need to talk.
I don't have anything to say to you.
I love that as he's eating Baltar's crap.
Because of Kelly, but that's over. You gotta pull yourself together now.
Suck it up. Just like you, huh?
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
I was here. You've been spending some time in the lockup with the Six. Remember when this all started? You said nothing would change you from the man you want to be. Well, how about it, Colonel? You still the same old salt eye?
Damn!
Done. I can live with.
What's the difference between you and me? I can't. Tori's got it in her head that we can be the salvation of the human race. All I know is if there is a God, he's laughing his ass off.
He's already saying God instead of God.
He said, if there is a God.
What's that?
Hold up. Got a leak.
Don't put your face there.
Oh my God.
And we lost her.
Oh, Matthias. She lived so long. She had to be the...
Oh,
She'd been around for quite a while. She was in charge of the group that went to New Caprica on the ground.
gotcha.
Yeah.
She was the one that noticed that there was like somebody, I think, gonna shoot them when they were on New Caprica too.
Mm-hmm.
He was the Marine that was like, get down, everybody.
Yeah. So a full season.
Mm.
R.I.P.
Mr. Tyrrell,
I know that we have had our differences. But I am begging you right now to set those aside. Come down here and take my hand.
Oh God, is he gonna confess right now?
No.
That would be crazy.
Not for yourself, then for your wife.
Oof.
She hated Baltar though.
She would have wanted this.
Oh, what?
Callie wasn't like me. She forgave you for New Caprica.
Oh,
Even read your bogus manifesto, but not
that's
me.
what she did.
There are some sins that even your imaginary god can never forgive.
I have not been talking about an imaginary god. Take my hand, Mr. Tyrrell. For Callie.
He's walking a thin
For
line.
Callie.
It evokes emotion.
I know. I hate him. Being super
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You didn't know her!
Ooh. Wow, that's powerful.
I like that. It's freaking me out that he shaved his head too.
Your baby, dude. Come on.
Be careful with that.
Woo.
What'd you do? Blow the Trillium stores?
That's Sakara used to know.
The Raiders in pieces, you mother...
The reactor could have been damaged.
It was a setup! Say it!
You used me to get close to the ship.
How many times did you kill me on New Caprica? Don't stop now. Go on, do it. I won't come back this time, I promise. Resurrection ship's well out of range. Go on, do it. Do it!
Nothing feels quite like it did before.
Force pride with truth. By lashing out at everyone around you. Anesthetizing yourself with ambrosia and empty affairs. You've lost a taste for those petty things. I told you when I first came aboard this ship that you would change. I look at you now, I don't see a Gareth Race. I see an angel blazing with the light of God. An angel eager to lead her people home.
What? What?
Maybe Starbucks' mom was a Cylon.
Matthias is dead. Because of me.
There's nothing we can grab onto that's gonna make it any easier. They're just gone.
Like how they're like all avoiding eye contact.
Captain, we've downloaded the rendezvous coordinates to the FTL.
We're not going back to the fleet.
What the hell are you talking about?
We came out here to complete a mission. That base ship has something to do with it. I know it. Captain Agathon, lock down the ship. Prepare to jump.
No, you know what? Frack her and frack her little pet Cylon, okay? No, spaceship was never part of the mission, okay? One of us is dead now. Get out of my way! You have the orders, Pike, now back off!
Pike's being named so he could die.
On, Captain! Walk away. Walk away, and this doesn't go any
He's so much bigger.
You'll be the one to protect that Cylon thing, right?
Do you not remember his wife? Come on, dude. His wife is a Cylon.
That's why he said it.
Maybe that's a good thing.
That's why he said that too.
I thought it was because of like.
Or he forgot.
I thought it was because
Because
of.
Boomer's one of the crew now. Sorry, Sharon.
I think that's why they zoomed in on Athena.
Bruh.
I like that the gun came in the frame.
I hardly knew your wife. I'm sorry. We change. We evolve. I have committed unconscionable crimes. And I have been offered one last chance of redemption. You know, I don't expect you to believe me, but I would very much have liked to know better.
Why is he the only one that actually said nice things to Tyrrell after his wife died?
What are you talking about?
The hand.
Yes.
The hand. God, Baltar's so good at this.
I like their little flight pad they added. Kid, it sounded so fucking pissed off. Please set condition 1 throughout the fucking ship.
Every time Baltar's on the screen.
He's the loyalist person.
And she also was going to vote to kill him.
Captain, I'm asking you to reconsider.
There's not enough time.
They will leave us.
No. Not Adama.
Listen to me. We can jump back to Galactica. Okay, if the Admiral's for it, we can resupply. Send out an armed patrol.
Do not do this, Hilo.
Those eyes.
She got crazy eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot obey that order.
She better not shoot him.
No.
He was the only one in her corner, too, for a while.
You are now the new XO.
No, sir. Okay, everybody needs to think about what they're doing here.
Kevin Thrace, as XO of the Demetrius, enacting under Article 10 of the Colonial Military Code, I'm hereby relieving you of command.
Wow.
Yeah,
TBC.
I just love his character. Like, I can't even, kudos to him for even having enough faith to go along with her literally losing her mind for that.
He was the only one in her
I would have
corner.
went with her.
He was the only one in her corner for so long, even tried to talk Pike
but then
down.
she just keeps pushing him more
Yeah.
and more, and it's like, what do you?
Exactly.
Especially only because the whole issue is it's like a deployment, and it's like, hey, we all get to go home, and it's only her decision. There's no discussion. I understand it's military, so whatever, but like, it's not the same. Like,
Especially since they're like a special force.
yeah,
And they're standing order.
and she's just like, no, we're not going home, and everyone looks like garbage. Like, nobody's having a good time.
It's been 58 days.
Okay,
Probably
they
60.
all look like garbage.
It's
They're
like
all
2 week
sweaty,
months in a submarine.
smelly fucks. Like, morale is at a 0. Not to mention her hunch aligns with Leoben showing up, and like,
And their
just
friend's dead.
feel like
Matthias.
there's no clarity from her perspective of like even seeing the other side of like, maybe I should convince them. You know, she's not trying to convince anybody of anything. She's just like, this is what we're doing. Trust me. Even though
Well, she's doing the same thing that
she didn't even have their trust before
she's
that.
doing the same thing that the Baltar and the president have done, and she just doesn't have the charisma.
Yeah.
Because both of them are extremely stubborn and following like their vision of where they need to be.
President was just
And
following.
it's just Baltar and the president are like charismatic people, while Cara Thrace is not.
Rosalind
a
was
charismatic
following.
person.
Rosalind was literally following drug-induced dreams.
Yeah, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But so because Kara doesn't give a fuck what anyone else thinks.
Yes.
Like, period. She's not even, she doesn't even consider it. Like, it's just, she's doing whatever she wants to do. Anyway, sorry.
You're fine. So, I have a bunch of stuff written.
Yeah, I
First thing
noticed
is-
you were
Starbuck is not sleeping, and this is obviously relating to the fact that she is going crazy trying to find out what's going on. We see the deterioration of her mental, which leads to the mutiny. The interesting, though, I want to say is the fact that Leoben showed up in this episode. I believe the Raider was probably just damaged, actually, and that's why it blew up. And I'm going to honestly say I believe everything he's saying, but for good reason. The people on the Demetrius that aren't Cara Thrace don't, and I don't doubt that they have a good reason to not believe him. But everything he's saying is true, and we know it to be true because we're the
Yes.
we're the audience.
Yeah.
So we know that technically everything they're saying, they would be an alliance. They would, but like as people who are on the ship, it's crazy to believe any of that, especially when this guy is the one that tortured Cara for
especially
months.
with the amount of like, hey, we're gonna have friends, and then it's like, haha, kidding, we're gonna kill more of you.
I don't like the whole premise of the alliance thing. That's where it falls short for me, because why? First of all, the whole reason they're on this mission is so Kara can find Earth, not so Kara could find Cylons to find Earth.
Yeah.
Like, that's making a lot of decisions on her own. That's making decisions for the entirety of humanity on her own.
It's the enemy of my enemy is my friend argument.
Yeah, but
yes, I understand.
She's overstepping.
But it's also like the enemy of my enemy that now realized maybe we shouldn't be enemies after annihilating our entire civilization.
Well, no.
You know, like,
because the splinter group that would be who they have the alliance with were the ones who wanted to go to New Caprica to be friends. It was Father Cavill and those people that started, being oppressed.
It's not even that. It's also the fact that the people that got killed were the ones looking for the final five, and they even came to the realization that the final five are in the human fleet. But Father Cavill and his group, are like, we don't care, let's kill them anyway.
Deny their
existence, they're going to die. Whereas these ones, there's an obvious motive for this group of Cylons splitting off to join the fleet, and it's so they could find out the final five and meet them. And if they understand that the final five are helping humanity, I think it'll make them help humanity too, because the final five are mysterious to them. They're beyond they're like myths and stuff like that. And to find out that the five Cylons that are myths are actually helping humans, potentially, or even four of them even, is gonna flip a lot of the other Cylons in their decisions, because they're going to be like, maybe we've been doing this wrong the entire time, if in fact we've been attacking our own family, or not our own family, but just Cylons in general.
My whole point was they should just continue their journey of trying to find Earth on their own, and let the Cylons do whatever the Cylons are gonna you know what I mean? Like, that's just at this point
But Joe, it's never about the destination, it's about the friends you make along the way.
Robots.
I hear what you're saying, but it's just my whole perspective is like the time frame is just funny to me, of like they annihilate 99.9% of humanity, and they learn that was a mistake, or some of them acknowledge that, right? Which is great, but it's like, it was in 2 years ago.
Yeah, but also,
you know what I mean?
The Cylons have been pursuing them since episode 1, and the only way that's going to stop isn't to find Earth. It's something's got to give, which would be, making peace with half the Cylons. They end up, doing something to win the war. That way, Father Cavill's not chasing them across the universe.
Interesting.
Fair. Okay.
Now, moving into another very interesting topic this episode, Leo.
I have one last thing on that.
Go for it. You're fine.
Can the human fleet even really help them that much?
The Cylons?
Yeah.
They'll just integrate them individually, like the final.
That was my only other thing. I was like,
well, I think if anything,
what can they really contribute?
They'll just become members of the fleet. They have a hybrid too.
It depends on how salvageable the base stars are. Yeah. Because we've seen the Battlestars go up against 2 base stars and hold its own, if not beat them.
Yeah.
It's when there's 3 or 4 against one Battlestar where it's all right, they lose. Depending on what we have from the base stars and with Galactica as a multiplier, I don't know.
Pegasus was a monster on its own. Rest in peace.
Pegasus did take out 4 in its last battle.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
I'm going to bring up. So Leoben said God purged Kara, and specifically also said that Kara can no longer be appeased by ambrosia and petty affairs. So I'm curious if that, he mentioned that she is an angel of God, and that her mission is to guide humanity to Earth, and that the 2 months that she was gone, she was spending with God. So obviously there's some sort of disconnect that we're going to have to figure out what's going on. And with the heavier emphasis on God, I'm wondering if the God is actually a mortal being, or a, omnipotent being. Potentially maybe
the Aboleth.
Maybe the God is a Cylon.
Omnipotent?
Sorry.
It's what is omnipotent?
I don't know.
I'm not even being an asshole. I'm serious. Sorry.
You ever heard omniscience?
So
omniscience.
So the big thing right now is, the Cylon, the God could be a human who converted themselves into a Cylon to have.
I feel like that's likely or possible,
which could be the final one. We don't know.
I like that.
Or it's actually an actual God, potentially, with how much they've been emphasizing gods.
Or Cara Thrace is actually Jesus and is also God.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why there's 2 things. Either
she's her own mother.
Either the Cylon the human that became a Cylon that is doing that. As theory 1.
How do you become a Cylon?
Well, they made themselves into they gave themselves a robot body that can't age and stuff and can't die, and implanted their
consciousness.
Yeah, they're the first Cylon, is what my guess would be. That's why
elder brain.
That's why they're God. the creator of the Cylons. But
I just don't understand how Leoben knows all of it.
That's
It
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
make any sense.
Oh, well, he got high with the hybrid.
yeah,
Well, I
of the
have
hybrid-
noticed clearly a recurring thing with
Such a good theory
Leoben.
about the hybrid now.
The only recurring theme with him is that he's a traveler and is always alone. We've never. I think we've seen him like one time in a
Have
conversation.
we seen other Leobins in the
Yes.
backgrounds of
I
scenes?
think so. I think
I don't believe so.
I would.
You would know the best.
but
yes.
you know what I mean? He's just like
I remember
hanging out in the
Sixes, I
random
remember Boomers,
corners. of-
Danas, Cavils. Like,
He really wasn't. You know, he was like on the random supply depot, like just hanging out, dying slowly. Like, hey, I wonder if, oh, hey, they're here. You know, like, so I don't know. I just feel like he's,
Interesting.
it's like, maybe he's just like a traveler and that's like his mission is to travel like the cosmos kind of thing.
fair.
isn't he number 2?
He is too.
I don't know them. The fans that posted it, I always forget.
Like that track
Yeah,
is Cavils 1, right?
He's 2.
I think
Boomer's
Cavill knows
5.
the actual 5.
No,
No.
Cavill just has the first programming of like, don't come looking for us. And this is all his like younger siblings that are like, we need to find mom and dad.
Well,
He's
well,
like, no.
We don't know.
that would
We're
make-
also making the assumption that they made 1 and then 2 and 3 rather than, hey, we made 12. Boom, they all exist.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what
Didn't
the
they-
truth is.
So,
of
do-
that.
were we
You know
only-
what I'm saying?
Were we only extrapolating about Boomer being the newest one, or was that
They did
said?
mention that Boomer was the newest model,
Yeah, so there you go. 8 was the newest model.
which makes sense because
7.
then 9, 10,
She's
11.
8.
Boomer's 7.
Oh, she's 8.
I don't remember.
There is no
It's the
7.
final 5.
There's no 7.
There's
She's 7.
No, she's 8, I thought.
I don't know.
How could she be 8?
That was like
There's
what I've been
12
asking.
Cylons.
That's what I've been asking about for like the whole time.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Fans
she's
write it in the
7.
comments. If you check the comments.
She's 7.
Pretty sure she's 8.
There's 7.
God, I wish I could Google this, but I don't want to
7
spoil
plus
myself.
5 equals 12, Michael.
I've been talking about 13 Cylons since like season 2.
Yes, but the show has never
Whoa, Don't
acknowledged.
spoil yourself over
The
there.
show has never acknowledged a 13th Cylon.
They always joke about the 13th.
Okay.
We're now at 11 of 12 revealed. There's 1 left. So the show keeps telling.
No,
us.
we need a 13th. Where's
Let's
Judas?
see. Let's see. Where
I think that's Starbuck. I think you're like spot on with the whole Jesus, but also God thing. I don't know. I have no idea where they're going.
This season's actually like
It's excellent.
fried any cohesive like.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
it's
like I don't
excellent,
know
but-
where anything is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what the significance of Ty and Tyrell and I mean, no offense, like Tori, like I don't know. I just feel like we're not that connected to.
Do you
her
think
character.
that if
So I'm more interested in Anders, Ty, and Tyrell's story and where that's gonna go.
do you think if Billy hadn't
he would've-
died, then he would have also banged Balter like Tori is?
I mean, maybe I don't know.
You know?
Maybe.
Here we go. 1, Cavill. 2, Leoben. 3, Deanna. 4, Simon O'Neill. 5 is Doral. 6 is Six. 7 is not known, and 8 is Boomer.
Fuck you! I fucking told you. She's 8.
Thank you, random NPC 001, for your comment. Actual name.
I told you she's
yeah.
8.
They
So we
I can't remember a name of anybody, but I can remember details like that.
we don't know number 7.
we don't know 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, just because there's 12 silents does not mean they have to be numerically 12.
I imagine they are.
The OG 5 could not have numbers.
Huh. Moving on, I have something else I want to bring up. We're getting long into this one. So the hybrid described Earth.
But you're kind of right because they only referred to 6 as 6,
You're
don't
right.
they?
Yeah.
But she has different
Right?
names, like Gina. She has Gina.
But whereas
Gina.
Everyone else has a
They
name.
call her Gina.
do they?
She has a name Gina in one of the episodes. The other one she's known as she had Shelley Godfrey.
But they all referred to themselves when they were voting.
She's
it's like
Caprica
the
6.
2s, the 8s, and whatever stay together, and it's like the 1, the 4s, and the 5s stay together. So they are all abiding by knowing their own numbers.
It's true. They do. They know.
So they know their numbers. So
Right.
it's even more sus.
They even call her Caprica 6 specifically.
You're blowing my mind. Hold on.
Where
So
have you
they
been?
have to know who number 7 is.
No, they don't.
That makes no sense. Otherwise.
no, because
how do they know number 8, but they forgot number 7?
Hypothetically, if they boxed 7, they might have just erased 7 from their mind.
They might have
That's
boxed
what
all
I'm
the.
thinking.
Well, they could have boxed all the 7s and one survived because they were on
totally.
Capricorn.
Like there's definitely a fucking Deanna out there somewhere,
in the fleet, like in the background.
right?
Yeah.
Like, just like hanging out in Caprica. Like, have you seen any of the other Deannas?
Where's my sister's at?
Yeah.
I can't hear anybody anymore. It's so quiet.
Oh, what are you doing out of your box? What box?
Box up.
What box?
I'm gonna move on with the conversation.
Sorry.
Hybrids. They brought up the fact that the hybrid.
Bro, they're just prophets.
It describes
They're connected to the.
I have a theory.
Force.
They have half human, half robot.
They are the witches
The
of
part
Dathomir.
that is describing what's going on, like the part that describes Earth, is the human half that's yearning for Earth and knows about Earth from scriptures and stuff like that, as well as being in the database. I feel like the part that's always speaking in for the rhymes and metaphors is the human half trying to communicate, but it's being silenced maybe by the robot's half. That's an interesting thought because it's the conflicting programs.
I hear what you're saying. I have no input on that because I have no idea.
Because the hybrids are the original. The hybrids were the original attempts at skin jobs, kind of.
So like.
That's what you think.
Well, they said that first attempt at organics.
I'm going. I think I got it.
The hype. Yeah. Gotcha.
So here's my theory. So the hybrids are actually like in control of the higher tiers of the Cylon world, and that's because when the OG5 came from Earth to the Cylon planet, created the skin jobs, they created the hybrids and imbued them with all of their knowledge of everything. But because they weren't properly perfected, that's why they seem a little crazy, even though they have all the knowledge and it's transferred around. And I don't know how they have those superpowers where they can actually see the future, but that's not important to my crackpot theory right now. But that's what I'm going with, is the hybrids are actually in charge of everything, but have gone mad. But that's why they know everything, because they got the secrets from the 5.
Interesting.
And then something skin job.
I hear what you're saying. And I'm gonna say my current my current theory is that you are spot on, even though the show isn't acknowledging it, that there are 13 Cylons. So I think we're gonna get the reveal, and then we're gonna get the reveal now of the number 7 that was boxed. But there's still a 7.
My brain hurts after that.
Well,
only because otherwise it just doesn't
good theories
as much sense. I mean, maybe they'll make it make sense, I'm sure.
What else you got?
next part, Hilo is the best every time.
Yeah,
I think Hilo in every single scene that he's in.
I think
he betrayed Kara.
I think he is always right on the line of doing what he's supposed to do until he's given no other option.
He's what Lee Adama should be, in the sense that he knows what his morals and where he stands on subjects, and he sticks on it no matter what the consequences are for him. And that's the thing. And every single scene since New Caprica to now, Caprica to now, I feel like every single time he's in the scene, he steals it in a way, like by being like almost the best character.
I mean,
in my opinion,
he grew a lot.
Yeah.
He was excellent last season, and he's excellent in this season. Season 2, not bad. Season 1, I felt like it was just he was developing.
They're developing. Yeah, I agree. One more thing I have a bunch of things actually. Tyrell doesn't believe that Callie killed herself actually because of the fact
that could just be a stage of grief. That doesn't mean.
I mean, people on antidepressants kill themselves. It's not why.
Yeah,
that was a good argument.
Well, that was the funny. The best thing he said was he would never have left their son alone with me.
Yeah, it's a big
He's like, Callie wouldn't do that.
It kind of made him feel like he was.
I was like, that's a pretty cold thing to say. Well,
Tori said the one thing that would like beat that argument is like, well, what if she knew you're a Cylon? That's why I don't think, like, sure, he's suspicious, but I think it's mostly grief talking. I don't think it's like.
I think that's what's driving him to even go talk to Baltar.
Yeah, I don't think he's sus.
That's specifically what happened though. Is she found out he was a Cylon and took the baby and ran to go kill herself.
That's why Tori was like, hey, that makes total sense.
And because she watched it happen, that's why. Because she knew.
Yeah, Tori's cold.
So Tori's sketchy.
Is cold.
She's being sketchy. She's falling into the cult of Baltar, which I feel like is the opposite of all the other Cylons. But she's overly embracing the fact that she's a Cylon now, but it's like taking over her identity. It feels like, whereas Tyrell's still fighting with that, trying to beat Tyrell, and we see
she's literally a sleeper.
Sam is still Sam. Sam every once in a while gets like somebody says like that's not who you are, service level, and he's like, oh my god, do they know? But like it's just like Sam. And also,
but he he's consistently. I feel like he is like the lawful, like good of all of the
Silent?
four revealed.
He's good. Yeah, he
Like
is.
Sam.
He grew on me.
I don't think Ty's lawful good.
No, he's
No,
he's lawful neutral time.
no. I would say that he may be like.
Absolutely not.
I was gonna say like chaotic neutral, maybe.
No, he's not too chaotic. Starbucks like chaotic neutral.
He was shoving
Starbucks like borderline like
Chaotic.
evil.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
self-interested.
but she's like
She's what you would call chaotic neutral.
sure,
If
sure.
on that, because she's not actually a demon.
So
I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen with Tyrell, but I think he's gonna be the one who cracks and says
I
something.
think so.
I really do.
That, or he's gonna find out that
Anders
Tori
is the
did it.
most put together.
I feel like
the four of them.
He's the only one that's not going crazy, which is crazy because he's literally on a submarine with a bunch of people who are ready to
Yes,
mutiny.
I know. Everyone else is like, we're not fucking doing that. It's a mutiny, and he's like, hey, no one told me we were.
Why don't you all chill out
Right?
for a second?
I love that. Shut up, Sam. Don't you understand what's happening?
Meanwhile,
And he was
Tyrell's like suicidal. Ty is like in ultra denial to the point that he's like experiencing delusions.
Tori's off the deep end for pleasure.
And Tori's just like full like
yeah.
there is
fully
no
embracing.
there is no downside. It is all bliss.
Now, speaking of Tyrell, it seemed like Baltar actually managed to get through to Tyrell in this episode because he said some pretty weird things.
connected
He
humanly with
said something pretty crappy where he felt like, he did not know Callie, but he was trying to speak for her just to I feel like pull Tyrell in. And then he realized that, acknowledges it, goes to apologize. But it seems like Tyrell,
It's extremely abusive behavior. It's manipulative as hell.
But
I fucking hate.
Tyrell gets to
It's trigger them, get them really angry, hype up the emotions, and then come in later and be like, hey, I'm really sorry about hitting you earlier.
Yeah, no,
I love
know.
you so much. It's like actually ultra toxic.
I hate his character. I like didn't like him before this season. Like he's just progressively, I've hated him more and more.
I love
him more.
I love
And
Balder's character so much.
Fucking stand. Yeah, I don't even like watching a scene that he's in. Period.
I love him
hate
now.
him
I used to not
so
like
much.
him.
We'll just get you some horse
He's just such a fucking slimy like chameleon, and I hate it.
Chameleon. Nice.
Yeah. Because he just constantly changes his entire persona and the way he acts to survive.
Whoa. He's been a weasel since day one.
I know.
Yeah.
But he has
been consistently a weasel since day one.
I just fucking I can't stand it. It's excellent, and he's so great as like an actor. I'm not saying anything.
He sells it so well.
It's
like
the
he is
character that I hate.
Last two things I'm going to bring up. One is related, one's not related. So Matthias, it's a short one. Matthias, being the only named character that wasn't part of the main group on the Demetrius, I thought was funny in retrospective because she was used as a plot device to show that there was danger, obviously, and the danger was the damaged Cylon ship, which made everybody uneasy about the situation. But she was, like I said, before Pike was named, she was like the one named character that we don't see too much, but she's also not Starbuck and, Hilo and Athena and
Gato.
So they're not going to kill one of them off, but they're going to do somebody that we've known for a few seasons.
A season.
2 seasons, I think.
No one's asking where Gato went on the CIC.
No.
He's been gone for 2 months.
What? They know where he was sent.
No, Adama knows, but this is supposed to be like a Black Ops mission.
Oh no, they already acknowledged that
publicly.
Everyone's on to like what's happening.
But it's rumors.
Yeah, and last thing.
Probably because Gato's missing.
Dude, what do you mean? Like, their 2 best pilots are gone. The former XO, then XO, then not XO is gone.
The Cylon's gone.
Yeah, what do you mean? Like,
I don't have anything else to bring up. Last thing I was going to bring up, but I forgot. I was going to make a joke about the spider.
oh,
I looked up.
that was really funny.
I know, Joe hates it.
That was a good joke.
I didn't think of it, though. I lost it.
Great
I
joke.
wrote it,
Great joke.
but I ended up I couldn't think of one. So
You wrote it?
I wrote, yeah.
Oh, like make spider joke. Yeah. Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for
I
joining
didn't
us.
even say shit. I wouldn't have said anything, and you were like, "Whoa." Anyway,
Well, 'cause I looked over and I saw Mike, and he was like, and it was just for the 3rd time a spider descending from the ceiling
In front of Joe.
in front of Joe, who's afraid of spiders. It's like they
I don't. But it, we're not
lost the
getting into
gas.
this right now.
It was fun.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us with 732 View Crew. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
If you enjoy our content, check out Patreon that features full lengths for this and other series. Otherwise, we will see you next time.
Spider.
Bye.
It's a little creepy.